Welcome back to our exploration of financial purpose and mindset. In the last session, we touched on how past influences shape your money mindset. Today, we're digging even deeper into a specific area, how your upbringing shaped your financial beliefs. By understanding the direct impact of your childhood environment, you can identify patterns and make more intentional financial choices moving forward. Our upbringing is one of the most powerful forces in shaping how we view the world, including our beliefs about money. From the earliest moments of life, we absorb lessons from the people around us, parents, caregivers, and even cultural norms. These lessons may have been spoken directly, like advice about saving or spending, or absorbed indirectly through watching how your family managed finances. For example, did your parents stress the importance of budgeting and saving? Or did they focus more on enjoying life in the present? Maybe money was a source of tension in your household, leading to arguments and anxiety. Each of these scenarios leaves an imprint, forming the basis of your financial blueprint. Here's where things get interesting. This blueprint doesn't just determine how much you save or spend, it also affects your emotional response to money. If you grew up in an environment where money was scarce or unpredictable, you may experience anxiety even when you're financially stable. On the flip side, if money was always available but came with conditions or expectations, you may feel guilt or pressure when you spend on yourself. Let me share a story. Imagine a woman named Priya, who grew up in a family where financial decisions were always framed around sacrifice. Her parents worked hard and saved rigorously, but rarely spent money on things that brought them joy. They lived with the mindset that life is hard and money should only be used for essentials. As an adult, Priya found herself hesitant to spend money on things she enjoyed, even when she had the means to do so. She would feel guilty for small indulgences and found it difficult to break free from the belief that spending was irresponsible. Priya's story is a reminder that the financial lessons we absorb early in life can feel so ingrained that we don't even recognize them as beliefs. They feel like facts. But here's the truth. These facts are often just stories that can be rewritten. Let's take a moment for self-reflection. Ask yourself, 1. What are your earliest memories related to money? 2. How did your family talk about or handle finances? 3. Were there moments when money caused stress or joy in your home? By reflecting on these questions, you can start to see patterns in your relationship with money. You may notice habits or mindsets you've carried into adulthood, some that serve you and some that may be holding you back. Now that you've reflected on how your upbringing influenced your financial mindset, let's talk about how to consciously shift and rebuild these beliefs. The first step is recognizing that while your early environment shaped your perspective, you have the power to reframe those lessons and build your own financial identity. One of the most powerful ways to reframe your financial beliefs is to ask yourself, is this belief serving me or is it limiting me? Let's return to Priya's story. She recognized that her belief, money should only be spent on essentials, was making her life feel unnecessarily restrictive. She started small by reframing her belief to, I can make mindful choices that balance saving and enjoying life. She gave herself permission to spend on experiences that aligned with her values, like taking her family on weekend trips. Instead of feeling guilty, she reminded herself that these moments created memories and strengthened her relationships, something that aligned with her definition of wealth. Here's a simple but effective exercise. Write down one financial belief you learned during your upbringing that you feel holds you back. Then, write a new belief that reflects the life you want to create. For example, limiting belief, I'll never have enough money, so I need to hold on to everything I earn. New belief, I have the ability to create financial stability and use money as a tool to enrich my life. This isn't about ignoring the lessons you learned. It's about taking what serves you and letting go of what doesn't. Many of our caregivers did their best with what they knew, but you have access to new tools, insights, and experiences that allow you to approach money with more freedom and confidence. Another way to shift your mindset is to focus on actions, not just thoughts. Our beliefs become reinforced by the behaviors we practice. For example, if you grew up in a household where saving was seen as restrictive or boring, try reframing saving as an empowering act. You can do this by setting up automatic transfers to a joy fund for something meaningful, like a future trip or a passion project. By associating saving with something exciting, you begin to rewrite the narrative that saving is about sacrifice. It becomes about opportunity. Let's take another example. Imagine someone named Ethan, who grew up watching his parents spend impulsively whenever they felt stressed. As an adult, Ethan noticed that he would do the same, using retail therapy to cope with difficult emotions. When he reflected on this pattern, he realized that his spending wasn't bringing him joy. It was a temporary distraction. Ethan made a conscious decision to replace his old habit with something that nurtured him emotionally, like taking walks, journaling, or calling a friend. As a result, he felt more in control of his financial choices and experienced less guilt after purchases. The key takeaway is this: you don't have to be a passive participant in your financial story. You can actively rewrite it by changing both your mindset and your habits. It's also important to acknowledge that this process takes time and self-compassion. There may be setbacks or moments when old habits resurface, but that's okay. Each time you choose to reflect and realign, you're reinforcing your new narrative. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Finally, remember to celebrate your wins, big or small. Whether it's resisting an impulse buy, saving for a goal, or feeling peace of mind after making a financial decision, each step is a victory. When you celebrate progress, you create positive reinforcement that strengthens your belief in your ability to grow. As we close, take a moment to reflect. Which financial beliefs from your upbringing have served you, and which ones are you ready to rewrite? You have the power to shape a financial mindset that reflects who you are today, not just who you were shaped to be. Thank you for joining me today. If this conversation resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue building a community that redefines wealth, one belief at a time. Stay intentional, and I'll see you next time.